Hello YouTube friends and fans. Today I'm working on making this basket on the back into a bike rack. Let me show you my thought. So what I was thinking was, I'll take round rod and bend it like so, and we'll be able to shove the tire in from both ends. We'll put a bar maybe right here where this yellow marking is, and so each one will be independent. So I'll bit some rod together and we'll start in. KZ Creations thanks you for watching. Please press the red subscribe button for more featured videos in the future. Now on with the show. Now we're just going to bend it by hand. A little more squeeze here. Voila. It's 5/16 bar. So keeping that brace against there makes it allow to be a little tighter, a little more uniform on the bend. Let's go test out a bicycle. So it should look like this. We'll have a strap going around it. And we'll put a bar across the bottom right here. So this chair was in the dumpster. Missing, it's got some tears and things. We're going to use it for the poles, and so we'll get tearing it apart. So we've got a rod here. I've got half of it polished up, wire brush so the paint's off so we can weld. We're going to measure these in 6-inch increments. That mark there is so that I can get true 6 inches. Let's go out, see how well we did. The holes that just happen to be in here are great for testing, not actual use. So I want it to sit on the bottom, not above. That's a pretty good deal right there. I'm going to weld this to the bottom right here. So when I'm not using it, it'll lay like so. Then no hinge. Something like this. So it'll hinge and it'll pull up on like the bike tire or something like that. Got a little template set up. We're going to weld the outside edges. I've got to have each tire on the very far edge. That's my spacer template. Now we'll go out, put it on the rod and see how the spacing looks. Alright, so we mocked up the bikes. This is how it's supposed to move. The center tube will weld centered. These have been offset for spacing. So time to get back in and do the welding. Three tacks good enough. Let's go out and check it out. Alright, let's shove the rod through and see if we can get him to. Ta-da! So this is pretty much the finished product. Everything's ready to go. I got to weld a bolt here on the end. I'll weld it right there. So we'll see how this all works out. Beauty of this system is it still has the use of the basket. Now let's add tail lights and turn signals to the basket for safety. Now we just got to drill 2 holes for each one and weld it to the bottom of the basket. Laid our fancy new tail light on here. Marked it with paint marker. Now we got to punch the hole. Time to drill. Excellent. I'm going to butt the 2 pieces back to back. That'll keep my holes the same. We're out here in the driveway, final assembly. Got to push the rod through, line all these up. You can see with the wiring, it makes a V across the bottom. They're zip tied on. And got my new lights installed. As soon as the plug gets here today, we will show you that in action. I'm tired of working on the ground, so let's put this up where it belongs. So I don't hurt myself, let's put the pin in and lock it. Bought locking hitch pins. That way, they're both keyed alike. So many keys on the keychain now, it's ridiculous. Paint job's not official. It needs another coat. But we're planning on using it today, so that's that. Put a bike on it and go from there. So if you have not seen the video, I got one where I assembled the new electric bikes we got. It's the whole reason for the basket change and upgrade. So now you can see why I needed a hitch extension. Repurposed the old purple mattress bag. Gotta get the pedals in the right spot. Probably a little easier with 2 people, but it's manageable. That's how simple this setup is. Gonna have to do something with her rear fender there. You can tell I'm creaking it. So something I wanted to mention. Originally I just bent the bar. I didn't do anything with these little hoops on the side. When we hooked it, the cable straps wanted to slide down because they're at a slight angle. Not only that, if I put a fixture around just to this, the bike would bounce and that whole thing would slowly walk itself down. So now this has really nowhere to go. Alright, I'll fast forward here to the end, have all the bikes on. Alright, there's 4 bikes strapped in. Even with the anti-sway, you can see that this unit has a little bit of downward slope. Can you imagine how much it would have if it wasn't for that? Alrighty friends, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, need some assistance, I can give you all the advice that I know about, and take care. Next level.